day one at WTM conference here in London at Excel Centre, and we are speaking to all sorts of interesting people about visiting India and travelling there. And I'm now with Willy Boulter, who is the Chief Commercial Officer for Indigo Airlines, one of India's main carriers. Tell us why Indigo Airlines is such an important asset for India.
Well, Indigo's been going now for about 12 years, and we are the largest domestic airline now. We have a fleet of around 190 aircraft, and we're adding 3 or 4 aircraft every week. So we're expanding at a rate of around 30% a year in terms of available seat kilometers. And gradually we see ourselves as becoming a world-class air transportation network for India.
Okay, and you've been adding some international destinations as well to your repertoire.
Yes, we're keenly interested in expanding our international network. We currently fly to around 15 destinations outside India. It accounts for around 15% of our available seats, and gradually we're growing that. This year we've opened Sri Lanka, Dhaka in Bangladesh, Abu Dhabi in the Emirates, Kuwait, Male in the Maldives, and we're shortly going to open Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. And we're going on to Hong Kong on the 10th of December. So quite a long list of new destinations that we're flying to. And international is clearly going to be a key part of our strategy moving forward. We are taking delivery of the A321, which is a larger aircraft than the 320s we currently operate. The difference in seats is about from 180 or 186 in the A320. We go to 222 in the A321. So that in itself gives us, again, a little bit of expansion in capacity.
How much of your business does tourism account for? I mean, I presume there's a lot of business with internal airlines, but what about tourism?
Yes, I think right now, I mean, the major parts of our business are indeed the corporate side, the business side, the visiting friends and relatives. And tourism is something that we want to develop. I mean, we're keenly aware that a lot of the foreign tourists coming into India may not be conscious about the low-cost carriers that exist in India. We don't at the moment distribute very widely overseas, but we're changing that. And we will be appearing in GDS in the Travelport system, and we are going to develop links with other online portals and online travel agents. So we're very keen to spread our name and to establish our brand for the external tourist traveller to India.
Okay, and as we head towards New Year, as we head towards 2019, what exciting plans do you have going forward?
Well, I think 30% growth in itself is exciting, but we're also looking at new destinations. So, for instance, Saudi Arabia, we hope to operate to shortly, and also London. We have slots at Gatwick for the winter season, and we're looking at how we can operationalize those slots and serve the UK market, albeit on a one-stop basis. But we feel that our basic premises of low cost, low fares, on-time performance, which is an absolute essential part of our DNA, and courteous and hassle-free service, we think that these 3 pillars really succeed in any market. And we're looking forward to increasing the number of markets we operate to as we go forward in 2019.
In terms of people using your airline internally, other than Indians, of course, what other nationalities are using your airline at the moment? Is it wide, or is it just a very select few people?
No, I think people, especially those who work in India and who come from overseas and are employed in India, for instance the Japanese or the Korean communities, I think that they have a very high opinion of Indigo because of our on-time insistence and the fact that we do achieve the best on-time performance month after month. And we work very hard at doing that. So I think we have built a name among the expatriate workers in India, and I'm sure that will just grow as time goes on. And clearly, it's an important part of the market for us.
How have you achieved that?
I think it's through from the day the airline was founded, on-time performance in anything in India is often not a strength, shall we say. So the fact that we could introduce an airline which was so single-mindedly focused on departing aircraft on time and basically set up its processes in order to do that, I think that this broke the mold to an extent 12 years ago when we started. And we've never really given that up. And as I say, it's one of the three pillars that is absolutely essential for our prosperity as an airline. We think we've established a very good name in the market for on-time performance, and it's something that the whole management team and indeed the whole team at Indigo, from cabin crew to engineers to pilots to aircraft to the airport workforce, we're all very focused on getting aircraft out on time.
And last question, is there anything about Indigo that you feel is important that I haven't asked you about that you'd like to share with people?
Well, I think the other aspect is just to say that it's a great place to work, and we have won awards over the last 12 years from various institutions, Aon Hewitt being one, and we're recognized as being a young company with a young heart, and we want to keep it that way. And a large part of our success is actually due to our female workforce. All our crew are girls. We don't have any male cabin crew. We have the largest proportion of pilots, we think, of female pilots, we think, in the world. 14% of our pilots are female, and we're very focused on growing that. One of our objectives under our corporate and social responsibility program is women empowerment in India, and we take that very seriously. And as you can tell from the statistics, we're doing a pretty good job, but we can always do better. And I hope the day will come when 50% of our pilots will be female.
So it's philanthropy as well as business.
Well, philanthropy, but it's also, being a proper corporate citizen. And, as a large company, we're now employing over 20,000 people. We take that obviously very seriously. It's an important part of our brand that we should, on the CSR front, we should be doing things which are valuable to the community.
Your connectivity within India is quite remarkable. Are you looking to partner with anybody internationally with your new international external flights? Are you going to take a similar approach to try and make them as successful?
Yes, well, obviously with our strong domestic network, which is now over 50 cities in India, we are quite attractive to a number of foreign airlines. And we have been approached over the last year or two by several of these carriers. And we have had preliminary talks with many of them. And in due course, we may have something to announce, but we will see where this leads. Clearly what we're interested in is helping the customers and trying to make sure that we have a seamless connectivity. We have to harmonize things like baggage allowances and so on.
Thank you.
All right.